democracy. There's no dispute about that. Atat is going to her grave with scars inflicted on her by the establishment on account of fight to bring back multi-party democracy. As a fighter, she fought the tendency of removing age limit from our constitution. The price that she had to pay was an almost broken back. She wore a belt. You all know, the people of Dokolo, that this happened. She was never violent. She was a peaceful person. Where does the violence that we are being subjected to come from? It looks like it is a crime for you to be in the opposition. As Atat, this is a challenge that goes to our friends, the ruling party. Treat us as human beings. We are part of Uganda. We are not foreign in this country. Those of us who come from Dokolo have no other home other than Dokolo. Where do you want us to go? I have heard, Mr. Speaker, very wonderful resolutions from the Joint Council. These are really beautiful resolutions, and I want to thank you, your leadership of this Joint Council. But the question I want to ask the government of Uganda, should we wait for Atat to die for us to ask for a district hospital here? Should we? That we wait for you, Right Honorable Speaker, to fall down, and then we congregate as a council in Dokolo here to ask for the upgrading of a health unit. For me, I think this is scandalous, and our friends in government must up their game. You people lost an opportunity when you refused to vote for me. You would not be asking for a hospital here. I would now provide the hospital because it was contained in my manifesto. I now finally want to address Muse Lamek Ogwal. My father. Very brief now. I came to the house on the 4th of June last year to ask for wisdom from you and Atat. And I saw the care that Atat gave to you above. At one time I was worried when the news broke of her death, but I am happy that you have kept strong, Mr. Lamek. I am happy that the family has coalesced around you. Atat gave me valuable advice. All of you know the troubles we have had in the FDC. Had it not been for her valuable advice, probably the FDC would have collapsed by now. And so in saying more Atat, I ask that God gives you courage as a family to endure these great loss. To Jome Dokolo, Poya take for voting for Atat continuously. Thank you very much. FDC people, clap for the people of Dokolo. They have been so good to the party. They voted Otto, they voted Atat. And strong leaders. They voted Okelo, a very competent political leader in Lao. Now it is upon you, the leaders who are present here, to emulate Atat. Non-corruptible, straightforward person. A person with a golden heart. Go well, Atat. May the Almighty God rest you in eternal peace. A poem I take of Banga.
Thank you. Honorable members, I want to recognize and appreciate the media fraternity. They have been meeting us. We are live in many TV stations within. Want to thank the radio stations, the two in Dokolo and others in Lira and in the region for relaying these regional council live. Before we proceed, I have some recognitions here. I want to recognize and appreciate the head teacher, Dokolo Technical School, for giving us this ground and the staff. Thank you so much, head teacher. And the director at Woki Technical School is a mid-stars. Can you rise up for recognition? Thank you, Jose. Thank you so much for being with us. The cows of the different districts and technical staffs. I have a number of technical staffs of Dokolo. I have my DPO and others. Can you rise up? Cow, Dokolo. Yes, thank you. They are there. And others from other districts. Thank you. Honorable members, can we have a submission from Honorable Levy Okolimachpio? And Muzee, I will request, I know you don't talk too much. We have consumed a lot of time. And I expect you to be so brief.
Right Honorable Speaker, I request that the protocol you have established for this meeting be respected. Thank you. And because of the special relationship I have with the late Honorable Cecelia Ogwal, please allow me to address you in this manner.
Thank you. Proceed.
I have lived my entire life in Achumapenyi village, Kachum Parish, Agwara Sub-County in Dokolo District. During my early school days, I and fellow pupils would trek from Kachum to Agwara Primary School every school day, a distance of 7 miles, passing by the home of Adon Bonapancio Opio, rest in peace, a medical practitioner and a businessman at Agwara Trading Center then, to attend school. Much later, after completing school and securing a job, I felt I needed a wife and eventually made up my mind and ended up getting a breed from the late Bonapancio's family in 1985, where there were a number of well-educated and prepared girls. So I took one Angela Rose Achopa as my wife, a biological sister of the gallant daughter of Lango and of Uganda, whom we are celebrating here today. That was when I started relating with the lady Mark. My wife is there. May she kindly stand up? Thank you. The National Resistance Movement came to power in 1986, and it decided that it widens representation in the National Resistance Council within Parliament of Uganda. So when this opportunity came, I contested to represent the people of Dokolo County with success. And I therefore became the first member of Parliament for Dokolo County in February 1989. a role I executed diligently until 1996.
Jose, can you summarize?
I will definitely. This is not long, sir. Soon after, only Cecilia Ogwal joined the Parliament of Uganda, representing the people of Lira municipality. And in the subsequent election, switched to Dokolo district as its woman member of Parliament, joining my replacement, Honorable Felix Okotogong. The two have worked ably for the people of Dokolo since then. I have known Honorable Barbara Timugwal as a balanced, honest, strong, assertive, bold, frank, humble, and yet non-confrontational politician. Above all, she was so eloquent and God-fearing. She did not discriminate between who is a member of our party and who is not. Once in Parliament, Honorable Cecelia team took the welfare of our constituents very seriously. She built houses for the elderly, paid school fees for the needy, helped them construct churches, among others. And this is very important, Mr. Speaker, and I want you to listen very carefully. I'm a beneficiary to her characteristic balanced political approach and heart, kind heart. In my life journey, I have been operated surgically 6 times to correct a persistent urethral disorder. In 2019, Honorable Cecelia, a member of the opposition in Parliament, took upon herself to approach His Excellency the President about my ailment at a time I was abandoned by my local party bosses who, instead of sympathizing and presenting my case to His Excellency for help, took me for a rival and therefore a spoiler. As a result of our move, His Excellency the President got to know about my fate and ordered that I be sympathized with as a pioneer supporter and leader of the NRM in a hostile environment, and be facilitated to travel to India for medical treatment. Indeed, government yielded, and with the prompt guidance of my younger sister, Honorable Dr. Jane Ruth Acheng, the current Minister of Health, I traveled to India where I was diagnosed with prostate cancer and given proper medical treatment. The reason I'm able to stand and speak before you, sir.
Thank you.
This gesture is least expected of a member of opposition in a rather primitive setup. For the welfare of the people of Uganda in general, as I conclude, and of Lango, West Nile, Acholi, and Teso in particular, Honorable Cecilia Ogwal has done much more. However, with her demise, we are yet to see our government respond more effectively and seriously on our earnest call to have them compensated for their rustled cattle and businesses and properties lost in South Sudan, so that they regain their much needed capital for production. Now my prayer. I pray that our national and local politicians emulate this gallant daughter of the soil. And to the entire family, both biological and extended, and especially the widower, our brother, Father Mzee Lamek Ogwal, and children. I pray that the Almighty God gives you strength and guidance as we move on as believers in the Lord. May our soul rest in eternal peace for God.
Thank you.
And my
Thank
country.
you so much, Honorable Levy. Allow me invite now, we're now almost distinguished guests. Then we shall move to MPs. Honorable Odongo Tau.
The Right Honorable Speaker, all protocol observed. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to address the mourners. And before I go to the local language, allow me to thank the district council. The quality is so good. Some of you are actually better than those who are in parliament. You should climb upstairs. There are some MPs I've seen in parliament from other regions who cannot even speak English. So you councillors, you should contest in the next election. Don't let anyone discourage you. Ana miro wacho Jimmy Angwen, ma ana ngeo kere Atat Cecilia Ogwal, pe mwaga piera rio. Ana pero MP pe mwaga piera rio. Piti tichumo mapat, ma ana ti kuona mapat pero MP. So ginangeo eno. Kuberi kwa futa yela barabino level la chucho. Aber MP mi Aru County pa the district. Mi achiel eneniti personal testimony. Cecilia Ogwal uyele bikuch midugu tungu malo mi northern Uganda kai. Wulu tina umage. Ikara enuno gamente mi Uganda piye pistok. Watinge Honorable Cecilia Ogwal, Honorable Rigan Kumu, Honorable Nobad Mao, Honorable Lieli Okule Park, Wachero London, Kadir Mono, Wekudi, Gamete Payueri, Miye Porlo Kikoin. Tiki na chiro timeki London. Madongo tiro lo kimo mwa waidi waromo lo kikoin, wangeo wakanya kointi ye. Wangeo orane, mwa tika aki meeting, inge muni riek, kin ma muni penye kiki, ene kin ma pere teklo. Chingara mwana chile ilicheni, la peny lo katwero. Twer pa chowa mero nyomu chowa, ki mwana mero nyomu, lo katini ni Uganda. Kun wan wore lo ka pisto. Imat, umako chia lo keleb lao. Anu da iri chia mera anya gam. Ni anu remana liet. Imaru mako chia waje keleb lao ni. Woda wek anya gam man. Wek anya gam. Chido ngana war makane. Imaru wajo ni lao. Kai no la chowa mama tika timuti jatita. Kila chowa la wore. Yirngat mi no ni miere chere teneo. Ikom luogi daro mi kingange. Pingo ire miere no. Atamu tili. Ikairi no la kori chowa. Mana miere nyomu chowa. Titi muti mo ipua. Yirngat no ni miere yen yak machoki ni teneo. Pingo ire no daro katimu kina right kuman. Kono bada ane ichiran. Allah le mono. Allah ene le mono speaker. Kedong loke do donya. That was the best response I ever had in my life. That if you, a man, find people doing things prohibited by our laws in the name of gay and homosexuality, you, the person who found them, must go and hang yourself to the nearest tree. That answer was classic. We are not even blaming the actors. We are blaming even you who found them doing it. And moro kara ka moro la ke ping. Ka choke do ke. Mero enuni. Gima ponyo ke bore ma technique. Technique mi lo. Gin mi ario. Angi katiki loge parliament ni mi era ki riema ki parliament. Piana waju ni MPs ugamu chiente machiek piye. Maana no wa. Kichwala wa disciplinary committee la this speaker. Disciplinary committee wa ni an mi era bira kwa kija hano dongato. Ka kwa kija mi era ki riema ki parliament. Yede. Pi balo nying luwara. Kikelu report over parliament. Lo kwenti koma. Nida kwa kija. Arwe ara nena waje kichunya ruba. Ara nena ke waga dal de gamu chete pe chete mone. Adita ini ruba iti anti la chera kwa kija pikirma nena ke wa. Kadaga tika chere. Ron wana wai pa kwa kija. Megi mat ulego for adjustment. Ni kongi mi da kira bich elo kira. Perano da mo tama ni tuara bere MP uki. Awa da ye da du da loy da mi amota ka manyen. Perano do ngene MP ba pat ki ba chon tan. So e maro luwa wai woda. Waji woda. Ini tama yeni ngo. Ah me ga na ka wa stand big bang MP ngadi ki ngado ga ma chane. An pa big bang kida. Ka bu lo we na. Adugi yot. Rebecca Kadaga tika yanwati. Honorable Dongato Aru. Away, Madam Speaker, I am not withdrawing my statement and I'm ready to pay the ultimate price. Nanta my maromena. Chikina chiel rubao ti yuki Kadaga. Rebecca Kadaga. Pido dio. Uturiwayo ni next item. Why the next item? And keep my speaker ticket. Underway leg out to you. Word my word, okay, Marty. Rebecca Kadaga and Aleka Kian Maung, I am Cecelia Ogwal. No, don't be 12. Piana Tuga Chaco and the Kanya Giri. Imat me a take personal testimony. I'm not going to take long. Me a take. Iaru County, Kanyana Berry, sub counties, parishes, sub counties are dead, 80% Tilan. Uret, Odum, Lamiana Giro, Pura, Tenam, Tilangi Makangi, Yeti Kunu, Gang Makinwalo, Mama Meki. Iliel Pangero Gutumoy. Emaru Lua, Omia file Mati office, Omitia. Chima dog Pura Yabi file. Achago Nano report me here. Kara report Manurni. Dia chuli mo wiki ting magi wai ni langi mati era chani mi argo aho kun eni gang di politics mi ka so tin ma de ma to ni da tika ne na nge ni no e mati ka cheka ni ki wek tu puki na chuli ki langi don yat ka puri na ba bo kipchane ina na chalo rom kedi ka puri pimi ni mi tika chan eno ka do porpi Chide niang ni karayate no bo. Bu mai marwe bani bu ne peo bechule. Bu ne peo bechule kuru. Ento. Dokolo enini. Kinuma ba bay Uganda bekari ki dokolo. I can prophesy. Dokolo eh. Bati a lokata ba arange ngata lokne. Okor gonge mama ti lok. Okoro bang darma chunya tek nenu turtingu form ni chera chungi kom president Museveni NRM primary. Dokolo. Yo signing a wing. Eno cha biero mi duwo ki chako go chim bot jo signing ni kero chimingo. Wogu chero we gang okoro bang we chuny duwo ni miro kwanyi sike de chanel. Na ke wero kok ke wero okoro bang we yamo kene. But amiru wachuni Kinabeo be yaki dokolo. Ambassador mi Pretoria yaki dokolo. Watiki Dharma Don, Cecilia Ogwal yaki dokolo. Liela Justice Upia Weri yaki dokolo. Former Assistant Inspector General of Police, Odwe Karmo Police PM in a bond.
Kitio nginya daro nginya no ke maga ila ko timo ka pala wan lu kwako. Magi kera nyimu dwe wani la ko daro jalo donga to ari mun tamne no kana Uganda. Ami wada ko nyen chut. So ginabeo bi aki dokolo. Ginabeo bi aki dokolo. Don la this speaker Cecilia Ogwal no take dress code. Let me say this in English because there's going to be a YouTube version. Okay, I'm never down by Vurwilo. Cecilia Ogwal, she had a professional political dress code. I want to thank the female councillors for Dokolo for the way you are dressed. I am honored. Cecilia Ogwal was natural. Today, the kind of women we have, I think there is a problem in this world. That for us men, we even don't know which kind of woman to choose to marry. You may have to go and swim in the Nile so that the entire makeup disappears, and then you look at the person whether it's the real person. Okay. God was very wise. When God was creating human beings, He started by making black people like me, like the chairman Ajumari. He was taking time to paint people black. The original paint, the original texture. But when God started becoming tired, He started now having brown people. When He reached Europe, He was now painting only the hair. He left the body the way it is. He was a little exhausted. So why would a politician involve themselves in bleaching to change the natural color of God? Do we have any lesson to learn from a man, Cecilia Ogwal? Your skins cannot breathe. You have painted your face. You look like your former picture. Mono kare kan dong nem chalu chalgi machon. No go wayar wangi but del kong pero mi we. We go yar mono yelo wan chod utwa. Tiaro dongato mego entiri burwe. One politics mo mo abi ake ye peke. Ka dong wan ke awanya tamo ngage da ubi donga. So balu money ma mego me na ile la ngero kutu moini. Abiti ye. Munjo mu dok pa de wachiki. Wo pu abi wa ko lwangi kon mo pere anda duwo ba. Kanya be chere ye da bititu. Abititu ka kanoro. Mego Atat, I survived a plane crash with you. Honorable Okupa Elijah was saying yesterday in Parliament that we survived a plane crash in India, in Chandigarh State. I was in the plane myself, Honorable Cecilia Ogwal, Honorable Okupa Elijah, and Honorable Minister Ogwal. It was a bad flight. I have had thousands of flights, but this one, I was close to die. And I was seated next to Okupa Elijah. So Okupa asked me, yesterday he was saying in Parliament that he saw me sweating from head to toe. I think I need to reply, I was sweating to cool the engine of the plane. Because the engine was a little hot. So I asked Okupa, what is going to happen if the plane falls now? Okupa said, I will hold the chair up to the ground. I will hold it hard. So the flight was bad. When we landed, in the morning, I went and knocked the room of Cecilia Ogwal. Yes, at night. And what? She said, I'm a son. So guys, I've violated your will. She asked me, Nikki took take a man of any choice doing it. I know what, madam. I'm a lawyer, but I've not yet got the courage of writing my own will. I can write for others. And then we resolved we are not coming back with that plane. We had to get another flight and abandon the other plane to come back from Chandigarh to China. Ladidma lame. Robaga yubnero tawa ye. Kanya wa mero tawa ye ki megoni. Ene da robaga wa kwa mego da ro nye lo India. Ene di testimony. And what Bitek says, fire does not always beget ash. At times fire begets fire. This family of Cecilia Ogwal, don't shy away from politics. Whether LC1, whether like Waktan, you come, no, Mr. Speaker, thank you so much for this opportunity. My Penualo Buru, my Nualo, my Penualo Buru now, my Nualo. Family by mat, Lamek. Peki jal politics. Peki jal. Ujalo kinga. Rubanter dar papat. Mogulu we, mogulu politician, mogulu mwe, mogulu bayem, mogulu wanyeri. Gimaru ba mi no makti kere mabe. Jalo kin ane ka dong ne pay politics. So dong na ga mi ro politics. Ara beri ye. Ku beri fura te kwe dilu ki wako. En dok dawo de ka ponga ne no wano ti kwe dilu ki wako de loy jo ati kwe ne ye. Put it warming up here. So you decide, don't take so long. Nature hates vacuum. Thank you. Speaker, thank you so much. And thank you. And I want you to tell me later where you'll be contesting in the next election. I would also want to add my political weight to you. Thank you. Rest in peace. Your message. Thank you so much. Honorable members, a testimony. One of the elders. Dr. D. Kudur. Because he could not be here, he was at Nakasser yesterday. He communicated to me that he would send his. Dr. D. Kudu studied with Honorable Cecelia at the Nairobi University. And here he is referring to Honorable Cecelia as a family friend and OB, and they work together in the CA. And in the envelope, he has enclosed 100,000 shillings as condolence contribution for the family. Clerk, you will hand over these to the family. We have an apology from the Vice Chair Holger, Northern Uganda, Honorable Awan Andrew. Supposed to be here actually organizing committee at the forefront, but he lost a brother, I think tonight, and he could not be with us. We thank him for his on the burial day. Honorable members, we're now proceeding to the MPs. I believe they will not take too long because all of them were in the parliament yesterday. I will start with the MPs of Dokolo, who are two. I will expect one of them to give a brief speech, then the other will introduce himself, then the chair. They will invite the chairperson of MP or Lango Parliamentary Group, who is with us, to introduce other MPs who are within. Thank you. May I invite our MPs of Dokolo? Honorable Goli, you have been given the opportunity. Then you, Mike, to our MPs. I told you these MPs have been working together with the Cecelia as a team. Whenever they would be coming to the district, they come together. I'm grateful. Thank you.
Right, Honorable Speaker, allow me respect the protocol which you laid down for the case of time. And I also want to take advantage of suspension of rules which you put to enable me talk both in English and Luo. I'll go straight to my relationship with Atat. You know, I can't call her name in full. I can only stop at Atat. The other ones, we are taught in Luo not to mention all surnames of elders. I was a child to Atat twice. The first time was when I was at school, and we were schooling with her brothers, the twin brothers, but she was looking after them. And I used to stay most of the times with them. So the relationship as a first child was a tough one with him, which I don't want to talk about. The second one was when I became an MP. Can you imagine if you were having your child, sometimes you squall, and now he becomes an MP and you're working together? That is the situation which we had with Imad. Imad told me that, Atina, you are only where you came from. You can never be different from where you originate. You originate from Dokolo, and she told me, Dokolo means a dark color. In English, Dokolo means I do not like disharmony. It's a very rich language. So he says, whatever you do, please ensure that you don't disrupt harmony. And she insisted that whatever you do, you must consider it will result into peace, it will result into development, and it must be consistent with the expectation of God. Those are the three issues Atat lying down briefed me and asked me to deliberate on. He went on to mention that Dokolo in 1890s or 1880s, they hosted the Kabaka of Buganda. Their father hosted the Omukama of Bunyoro. Now, she said that created good relationship between at least Buganda and Lango. She recognized that my uncle may have rattled our relationship with Buganda. But she said it is our duty now to see how best to bring up that relationship. And this is where I want to show you how wise Atat was and how she was training me. She mentioned that whatever you do, you must be trustworthy. And when you are explaining things, use all the faculty you have to explain things to be appreciated. She particularly mentioned that for her, while explaining issues, God gave her a big, clear voice. And she uses it to the maximum. Immediately, she told me about that. I think she noticed that and told me, Gori Atina, Indoni Titiri, now, see how he discussed the issue of a tourist site. She told me that if we get that tourist site of Kangai, we will be able to invite the Kabaka of Buganda and the Umukama of Bunyoro, so that at least every year they come to Lango, and it will be a big day. It will encourage investment in Lango, at least near Dokoro, and she hoped it would bring back the good relationship we had between Lango and Uganda. Can you see that wisdom? She mentioned that to succeed further, because we have been talking about making Dokolo a municipality. She said, start with one. Ensure that we have this site to bring more people. Second, go to the industrial park. When we have those two, it is easy for us to claim the municipality
Thank you,
as a
Honorable.
strategy.
Can you summarize?
To summarize,
Yes.
Jomedo Holo, Tijama me imat mutia wopo, amageno ni wani Felix uwo patek. Chairman ni iloho, macheli iloho kopiko match. Ami tukobe unini ndwe piarua de, medwe ma para rio. Wano wa robot minister me match. Kekene nupe nutia winyabe. Telo ichima kede minister me match. Oteye ni miromi Dokolo tima locating kilometer boshoni kilometer pierua bor eto tekwa yu minister ni mede wabed piade habi teko bani chako miri chaki bara miri neni machi ocha here connection oworo bara igomola eka ote wot kana bosho kene teko boni kita macho kene tia bina mea connecting kabeda chego 80% miruori south nena macha chego 20% ena worry in north ken north pe kede match so kope match oloho kede minister ameatu kana site atamo oloho ye kinoke na mo pate kanu iman wopo obera dog seed hospital jo mentioning eta do pirete obedo PDM Marnero ni PDM petia water bear. One better one a deck or tell you for a very good paper. I may call you me you PDM teacher bear. May worry in a kobocha peace, development, and good fearing.
Thank you, MP. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker,
Audience to Honorable Felix Okotogong
and all the members of Parliament and the members of the District Council, I stand by the protocol that has been established in this meeting. Mr. Speaker and all the mourners, allow me start by giving honor to our departed Honorable Cecelia Ogwal by all of us raising our hands and clapping and thanking God. Baburu chinga mepoyo ba, imiwata. All the mourners, Atat was a very diligent person, loved by everyone, very transparent, devoid of corruption, no tendency of corruption in her. And this is a person that we are going to miss. Before I make my statement, let me bring the statement from the Speaker of Parliament. You saw me come to answer the Speaker, and she has a message to you. The Speaker said, and this message she wants me to pass to you, all the mourners. Atat was a unifier of Parliament. Where things were bad, Atat was the person she would bank on. She was the encyclopedia of Parliament. She knew all. You ask her about which statement, when was it made, how was it made, Atat would answer you and inform you. That is a statement from the Speaker, not from me. That shows Atat is respected nationally. Atat was a protagonist of women empowerment and emancipation. Hello to you, Mon, Tuero Gimiro War, Damiro Migi with a tech. Atat hated homosexuality. Atat Kopebura Lut, Speaker Konya Kobiwu, she stood firm that we should pass a law against that act. And indeed, we passed it. Mr. Speaker, the Speaker wants to inform you that she will always be by the people of Dokolo. Anytime you want her, she will be there to support Dokolo District and Lango in general. The Speaker, due to the enormous contribution of Honorable Atat, informed me this afternoon that immediately after the burial of Atat, the president has requested that he would want to meet members of Lango Parliamentary Group in respect to Akibwa Stadium. That was the word from the Speaker of Parliament. And that's why I'm informing you in broad daylight that the matter of Akibwa Stadium is right before the President of Uganda. And after the burial of Atat, and in her honor, she's going to invite members of Parliament so that we discuss the matter and the issue of fast-tracking the building and construction of Akibwa Stadium. Fellow mourners, I would like also to bring a message of condolence from the President of Uganda. As you are aware, the President came to Parliament to honor Atat. And when he stood by the coffin, the casket, I saw his expression. He was deeply touched. And that shows the President himself loved Atat so much. Those are the words from the President and the Speaker of Parliament. They are with us, they are mourning with us, and the Speaker informed me that on Saturday she will be there physically to attend the burial of Amat. Fellow mourners, ole ko ka tikida para tat ko luta ko ko binkan. Woda binkan. Ni ataru bila pura dunga ko nyere. Mwesa. Amido mi yungi yuni karanacha ko parliament mwaka piera bom when we are Rio me chako donye ikope politics pa pego ko mukwanya te weka ichingata ni atin ko no point atin ko mlango ko na atin ko ken bu jama di wume Atat pe weka kalori jodu yu kwanya ko amebiro enarem Atat ko ne okota ni enadom ngata kwa nyukot pe ibala kan po dati kaja bulukwi abeli kabulungo abeli da heno mia sapota dit heno mio karo kene ando ko bimat ni maticha medano to you dano ti mo teol dano to you teol amemiro wana mi jo kene kare megi nango unen kida gino telo kedingo lodge heno mio tinini anapari mata tek kapemetu imat wano pari ono mari jometo gulu tuch no mari mat imat ka wano ti campaign miu campaign anapira an piratek bien pat movement paraulo ko baraji ko imat bien bela tarwa enang kawo ruira kona nuena ngyo melengo so memi you want biru karashiel wano lenga manno mewe ko bit maro bit karadi karashiel mamano miwa biru karashiel imara enamioti te wota ber tinini imaru worko dijama mel jope yukan ame ko pere maru lubo yuri wan kere karashiel me achel bach me Dokolo technical wan kere matu raising in parliament ame prime minister come te yedi ene lubu yore Dokolo technical mironum bach anyen me school kan me ari yumere Dokolo technical take a whole kano analo kere principal goye jim officer prime minister ye maybe you get bari me go yo we ought to give no gina tu gero manugi na pire tek ame mat motel lubu yore jolo ko tourism center ame bi tami mat yore ami du ko bukana ler e budget atieni chinta me tie billion shell a billion shell a million miario ame manuti ye edo total budget meger kuno general dushu abero 14 billion megero kangai tourism center. Manu gini mat mutia lubu yora tek. Wano bi lubu yore kene speaker me parliament. Mene ni wa upgrading. Tagatal wa me dokolo kadene to a district hospital. Oteke do jamdu ye we kwana poyo kene mat petichere. Opoya tek the mat petich ametiu. Jama ini tiu kene wano kana ramotemo kana me promo. Joro mo konyo way. Oba me polo bi ugum atat kutaber yiri konyo wa kaje mo do atek ame jo kene tia bura ine wori bura jonna sa amantin inde be yiri ko ba jame du ka gine do atek ikoni o kon lingo ngiti mani ni pe atamo ba binu mi yudano amero mi lango mi yudokolo do aber oba me polo mi ugum atat would aber ibatachwe.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you, our MPs. We are now moving straight to chairperson parliamentary group. And I expect other members of parliament to join her. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I highly respect the protocol. I'm Judy Saliek, a member of parliament for Kwale District and the chairperson Lango Parliamentary Group. Mr. Speaker and the House, the woman lying in front of us here has been our guide and our elder in Lango Parliamentary Group. Mr. Speaker, I want to mention here that we need the next elder because Atat has been the longest serving member of parliament in Lango who was alive. I respect what Honorable Felix Okotogong has said, but him has also been one of the longest serving members of parliament. Honorable Felix Okotogong, Atat is gone, and you have been serving as in your team, because for me, as a member of parliament, I've served in Parliament of Uganda for less than 10 years now. We need you as an elder in Lango Parliamentary Group, and you should behave like Atat was behaving. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to mention here that the woman whom we are eulogizing today was a great icon in Lango sub-region. And I want to say that she has been highly respected and recognized nationally and internationally. And that is why she was accorded an official burial by His Excellency the President, adding to the responsibility that she had as a member of parliament. But hers is quite unique, very unique. And I want to mention here that Atat being an icon and very powerful indeed, we are going to miss her. The pain is in us. And I want to mention here that as Lango Parliamentary Group, we have lost 2 members in less than 1 year. I have to mention this one here. We lost Honorable Kano Machoduogo, and we lost Atat last week. Let us be strong as Lango. As we pray for Lango, we also lost other great people before we lost Atat. I want to thank this council, the joint council meeting, being led by our dear Honorable Speaker of Dokolo District Local Government. And I want to say that we have taken the resolutions very seriously. And we shall not forget the legacy that Atat left behind. And we shall not forget these resolutions that you have made in this meeting. And I want to say that the chairman of all the chairpersons in Lango sub-region, in the councils of all the districts in Lango, please, we are ready to work with you, to follow up the matter with you and your respective chairpersons. And I want to mention here that in the resolutions, we have things that don't require money, like the naming of roads. This one we can't wait. Let's begin naming these roads straight away. But the issues that require money, like the upgrade of health facilities, the construction of roads, the construction of the tourist site in Dokolo, and also in other places that Atat was really following up. I want to say here as a commitment from Lango Parliamentary Group that we have to join hands and follow these issues and put them in the budget so that all this will come to pass, Right Honorable Speaker. And I want to say that An Achalo, Atin Lao, Atin Mekole, Amewano Birukan, Utiu Kuero, Ame Ataro Timo, Atatin Nuguru Pingo, Anadoi Chie, Adon Ture, Ameti Kole Pachukucha. Dong Mio Anabiri Tek Chun, Ni, Uname Birukani Duchu, Amelti Ukwero Kwatat, Ajulu Duch Kole District, Meyi Katat, Ture Ameti Aliro. Kawuni Birubino, Inama Uni, Tomediki Jo Amea Yaelira, Jo Amea Bini Kole, Jo Amea Bini Yoho. I think we shall live to remember the decent send-off that we shall accord Atat. Atat do Buruka, Wordoka, do Apayone, and no better unifying factor, and no better peace builder. Atat. And whenever there was anything that was our reference point, she would always advise us. We would always consult her. We would even, we were even joking even on our platform with Atat. Atat was quite a unique character and an easy person. All the jokes that we used to have on our platform were great jokes that would guide us. And Atat would easily come in to chat with us. We are missing our great leader, but we shall remember her and what she did and her great legacy. I want to take this opportunity, Honorable Speaker, to allow members of Lango Parliamentary Group to introduce themselves. I thank you so much at this point.
Thank you. I'll just mention the names. Thank you for the message. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Betty Engola, the woman member of Parliament, Apache District.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is James Olobo, Member of Parliament for Kyoga North. I would want to request you, Speaker, the issue of Little Boys came here, and I'm a member. There's no one who can explain that Little Boy, how it started, apart from Atat. Now Atat is over. So allow me, give me 1 minute to explain this. Patrick Murias. Atat is the one who started Little Boys as a pressure group in 1994. He sent a boy called Ojoka Lip to pick me from my shop because I was a businessman in Lira. That for him, he does his thing in order, with order. Go and call me here. They were seated in one of the petrol stations on the main street. Now, I said, now I'm going there to do what? And he said, Atat said, you come. So, Atat was like a king of Lang. Who am I not to refuse to go and meet him? So I went. When I went there, told me, by the way, I was also annoyed with NRM the way you are now annoyed with NRM before. But those issues were solved. So when I went there, we met, and he told us, we are going to recruit you to the political pressure group, which is Leader Boys. He wanted, of course, support from us for his political thing. And little did we know that in 1996, the joint opposition is going to stand against Museveni. And that is when Semugere came and then stood. So I was made the treasurer of that group. So when it came to time of campaign, I was deployed in your district, Soroti. By then, those Cabramaida were not there. So as an advance team, the other team went to Karamoja, then they got me there because I know a bit of the language there. So that's when we were able to recruit you into that system. So that's how the thing came. But when we lost, I looked decide that NRM cannot be defeated by gun because we had tried, people had tried rebel activities in Lango and in Teso. Two, I look at that was the only option now to vote Museveni out using the vote, which we did not even do. So I decided to join now the NRM because there was no option of removing NRM now. So that's how the thing came. But lastly, I want to request the mayor of Lira. The mayor of Lira, Yeraku Marilebla, Ima to Pirapira Tech Bawa Tech to one. Okwayi, ni round about a chiel loro. Yakira about a métier in Lira City. Ye wa wunu get a moment in honor of a team Cecelia Ogwal.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Next.
Oh, thank you very much, Speaker, Councillors, Kereluak Kumomo Pinukan, and Nya Kwad Moses Jr., Aya Munata, Ateri Chora Karagodano, Ininudwe, Ame Matito, Ichiu Kihu and Toy when. A maru chwala message, a penyo ni mat, itia bear in a winyu, murumur ni mat komelit. A mat teko bane, son, I am not well, but preserve the party of Forum for Democratic Change. Tell the party president not to listen to critics. That was message mat chawa pa ichiokiru. Ata winyi chiangwen ni koi martum. Imat imia tuon baden aduong iyilau kan ando adong MP MFDC achiel keken dado atie koyo uncho medo horo ita munido ara bedu uni yi parliament ankena anga toro petero lokera ko enera uni wange kisha uncho medo horo. Mena Mario Emat Atin wano yikune Tuo amone emat Omeda mere koma wano ame marno Ikare me age limit Jo ame opodo Idileka diel obedi mat Anna motapoda molata Bigera gamente Omi mat Otuoye obedo kanto kanyu kome Adom organ sera failing e matu no toro biere e di leg me adiel. Dan arami takobi bien yuweru kubu ni ere jiho yireme winyu chimma jo. E winyu chimma matkiru di kope wuru ni. E maruto bigera gamente ni kurwano mito democracy. si ameno ye ne jobot kwaya dilo amenga chel pe otu tere mena mbadek aneno monna metie kade i parliament aneni magaliek aneni Mad Betty aneni Mad Linda o gugu ame marweho onyo waro nyomu lajutwa peunu par bipati aparo ka liek itweru tuku itami kirikiri tedo bay mat etu ka kopenang mutien yuweri ni ruodi gedoni emi yula bereko teko waro mi tuchwaki etu teko awini yae kole kanima no yaye taibiri kiru memi wange.
Thank you so much, Honorable.
Mea giki amit tukwa yula kopa meo kobo ameo kolia urwatekere lao parliamentary group bieni marupenyo wanu beru umi wakweni wal mukalaj komu muti ngata meo kwero gera kipwani ni lao pudi yetia wang welcha ameo kwa ya kipwacha kongoi ito hurukan jotekwe talu teni yangi lao yigitia wang autogero akipwa eto kata ta aume wao torwa tekere wao tome watute chela chel akipwa dokpo tegero tetu dokko tin wangi koke akipwa ko tin do mucha yuweri jur penti yitiendo ngala chere.
Thank you. Next
Honorable Bitek, Bolinda Auma.
Right Honorable Speaker, members of this joint council, and the attendants of this joint council meeting, I greet you all in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. I'm called Auma Linda Agnes Ojur, the woman member of parliament for the people of Lira district and the publicity for Lao parliamentary group. In the parliament of Uganda, I'm also the publicity for OWOPA, that is the women parliamentary organization in parliament. Today, we are here in celebrating the life well lived by our mother, Atat Cecilia. I'm not going to speak much, but I'd like to recognize Atat as an alpha woman, an extraordinary woman, a fearless woman, a risk taker, a God-given woman, undefeatable, courageous in all ways, but at the same time, humble, good-hearted, a good listener, and a mother. This is a rare person we are having before us. Today we are enjoying the women emancipation, but Amat was one of the ladies that stood firm without leaving any space unturned to fight for the rights of the women. May the women here, Monatikan, Babu Chimu, Kunupua, Unatat, Pikonywa, Memi, Wabedo, Adwan Watia Winyere. Mario, Adohele Pasho. Unsubscribing, Deputy Mayor RM. Etami to Kubijo Pashu, Bianantuta dog on Atado Yepe. Ni Lao Kaputin, we were malo. Joa don't you name wow to chura on in Lao, but the retelling. And a mu Jumma Metium, you be Lao, who war a better one. One who war Pininario, Uteja Loco, Teda Dokea Mano. Don't wanna quite allow. Nitini, Memi, you Luanya Taru when you belong, Mede Wurani, Kinuberu Mewa, Uyelewuru, Nahuang. The parliament you're resolving, Ni Uke Dahatal, Amulwani, Atat Cecilia Ogwal, Women Hospitalized Hospital. Now, specialized hospital. Now, ichawani munu resolution e parliament. Urara me inu murini ata dokti lobu kenne. Speaker kwa yi, achalu Dokolo district local government. Erumayu unu lobu kwa. Piendi macha doka kela do ride utekoni lobu peo mito title. Utete opportunity ni te. Et one mini opportunity. Me a women specialized hospital. Mirbedatie ilao kan dai Dokolo kan. Wana chalo MPs. Melao wanu chunkeru. Mario utin langiwa ameti offices apapat yenugunu ikwanu wehengorwam. Johnny tia goyewa isai de technicality. Parliament lohabe tekidu tini chura in ministries apapat utet goyewa. Keep losing kera kipwa. Eta mitukoni one pojal. Bien parliament tia side wa committee education umeo reporter for budget committee. Ichawa ni budget committee dihi tia presenting under the budget framework paper in parliament. I mean report tia side in kedwa. Kama unukiri political pressure pashu kane akipwa che. Enuti ukere mekwa yugini. Don't kape jomara nutia cho yubalu bo kafja. Yubalu buko one mutu with monitoring. Kadu pelanu tuar wando pono.
Thank you so much.
Apoyo matek timakisha speaker azoka bobo.
Thank you.
Apoyo kisha bori et atat kopi kome petum. Atat kari woro pewekwa. Munkedwa pirichunywa nyuti wa yo. Pien karu tu kweru wuti peyunwe romowa. Weki remote ibadachwe.
Thank you so much, Honorable Linda. The last MP.
The Speaker of Dokolo Council and the councillors, allow me first of all to appreciate the debate that I've seen today. When I saw the women of Dokolo Council standing to talk, I could hear the voice of Atat sounding. And I got comfort that even though Atat is dead, her mission is alive. Thank you so much for that. Nyoberu Dr. Samuel Opio Churi, a better member of parliament me call a north, a better Darana dit me lao parliamentary group. Chao kenejo amewinyo kaduona, ame brune no koma, tamoni abedu mzeo ti, eto abeda wobia yot. Imadang no palungo ni imato ti, eto no alungo ni Atat bulu ameutego. Anamitoni, aloki leb munatitiri, adelu hodangi leb lao, that ichego kosho. The person that you see lying here was a trailblazer in politics, a powerhouse in accountability, and a firebrand in legislative debates. Even though she was a Ugandan by nationality, she was a true citizen of the political world. In accountability, with her microscopic eyes, she will leave no stone of corruption unturned, no jigger of fraud unexposed, and no speck of mismanagement unseen. In her legislative debates, she was the voice of the debate. She was the voice of reason, but most of all, she was the voice of the plenary. I remember her telling me one thing, because she was evidence-based in her discussions. Before you open your mouth to talk, first open your ears to hear the voices. Open your eyes to see the facts. Open your mind to understand the issues. Then open your mouth to talk issues. Short of that, you'll not be talking about issues, but you'll be making noise about issues. I want to thank her for standing firm and being an evidence-based debater. Wakamete kan imat kana mejwa yehoen obiru kana me ya yere. Amito po unjome doholo pibulien queer tiena roma ngwen apoyo nutual pimono. Ken jokene bolo queer te bolo jo. Etu unu bolo queer itete ruimati parliament. Amito dang koyo mzee lame kogwal. Medang chung kede meye yen mewot chungi parliament. Apoyo tual mzee pimono no. Anabido MP amechike de guma tek. Pia Nikole district kaname ya yere. Atie MPs memon adekado imedo kede mat amedo nyom dong no kano. Pien Nokobo ni jome aliru miugo homongi. Eno miu da kubi moni. Kaimi to woti parliament. Bini nyomi aliru. Itenu wodangu me wodangunu. Mirapoi mat atek. Yenana huwe ni notieke the constituency angwen. Monokop na mea giki. Ekada tetieko. But nokobi uni. Gina me pito bedo gina me chamo. Gina me pito bedo gina me ichamo. Kai pito ranga iromo chama eme. Kai pita eme iromo chamo chere. Kai pito chere iromo chamo nywagi. Miripit oranka kai mito chamo ranka. Miripita eme kai mito chama eme. Miripit nywagi kai mito paunga. Ngato ko bani Dr. Wiwil Kedemoro. Miripito mogo kai mito matarege. Areko ni mono pura winyo. Eta mito puyun jome Dokolo. Pigena me pitu unuboti mat. Omiodong. Onero doa logo. Iroma malu. Omedu unia mano. Me agiki. Imat no bedo member me parliament. Me constituencies angwen. Constituency me namba chel. No bedo Dokolo. Ameno tiyo tichiere. Iroma malu. Constituency me namba rio. No bedo lao. En no bedo MP me lao. Katio luki parliament. No piloho peloho kapidoholo. Loho pilao aluru. Danganatio pooni kitu unibini muhu cha deni mwaha ikut me pieli no yero ngatamokaru penya tek I district achela chel tiwut chungkede kindang kano andango bido chungkede ankole uponyo tino mia bishel me DIT teaching edu chene me pen no petie entetera nahe officer president atina chela chel no porechulu laha chel eti mato ori officer president yote kwa million pira beach pechuligi otiti mugini penyo kosho mando donka timo graduation keken dongeno bido MP melao me dek obido MP me Uganda. Whenever I was with Atat in the ACP EU Joint Parliamentary Assembly in Belgium, every time she rose to speak, she will introduce herself and say, "My name is Honorable Cecilia Ogwal. I come from Uganda, the pearl of Africa, the nation with beautiful birds, the place with the greatest of foods, and the area you should never fail to visit in your lifetime." That is how she introduced herself every time. She was always for God and my country. Muno kite mato binoloho, nobero pio bana kedolobo na. Penichani jamido bale okosho. Awuro masha wuro kanora te moto jo. Ni obamber, yodeko ni karadushu. Karadushu obamber. Ate penyo gini dano kono, yodeko ni cheli chel. Adeko wadi mon kono, yodeko wadi nushu nushu. Adeko wadi chon kono, yodeko ni paytem. Adeko wadi hotela ukono, yodeko ni ohuk. Dong, jo paro kapirgi etu mat, no paro pijo dushu. Eka dong constituency namba ngwen me agiki mere. No bedo mon. Ana bedo keden kusha I Belgium, I parliament melo bamuni. En no bino chako. Forum, ame jolong ni the International Women's Forum. Ame chohere muahamaha lobo mia cheli wia biro. Melaro kop memon. Mandong forum ni obedatie we mahapar. Imat en otelo yo mere. Ambito poena tek pimuno. Ote yele dankere gin kusha. Ena woro masha kop me bura luch. No tek yelo atek kusha. Etu wano chunga tek ote kwero bura luch. Teko ni chikwa kede tekwarowa piye bura luch. Dangante mi ogia por ni. Una metichwa hunu bura luch. Pihi kaiti keto engine oil. Iketo engine oil engine iya irwaho ye exhaust. Engine oil jo keto engine. Jope keto ye exhaust. Thank you. Keto engine I don't tell more about. Don't make kimere. As I finish, I want to thank you so much. Anako Bukani Atat, teach me Atat, Purutum. Ikopme Education Trust. Speaker, just allow me to mention on the resolutions. On the Education Trust, I have committed I'll put my 2 million shillings on that Education Trust.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Thank you so much, honorable members of Parliament.
Honorable Speaker, maybe there are other members of Parliament who might have come late from other districts. Can I take this chance through your chair to recognize them.
Thank you.
With your permission,
I introduced a number of them. I got information and I took note of them. I think most of them have been recognized. Like MP from Kabaramaido.
yes.
Yes, that one, he was within. We recognized him.
Don't we have others who might have arrived late?
Okay, you use the opportunity.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Speaker. If there is any other member of parliament whom we have not recognized at this point in time, can you get up and we see you? Okay. All right, Honorable Speaker, I think that is all. Atat, you showed us God's ways, and you were the icon of faith at Parliament and in the environment where you were. And you could not miss to say a prayer whenever you are handling an activity. Imat, respect of God is the beginning of wisdom. You got it right. We have also got you right. May your soul rest in eternal peace.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much, Chair of the MPs. Finally, I want us to have a message from Awitong Canon Ogwal. And please be very brief. Canon, you will excuse me, I will guide there. You will only make them mention. Actually, I strived hard and introduced most of them. Let them just mention their names. And you make a brief speech.
The Right Honorable Speaker, the Speaker's Lushamo Yailang, Chairperson, the Chairperson Smelang, the Chairperson Smutia Kapapat, the Chairperson Lang Parliamentary Group, the Parliamentary Members of Parliament, Resident District Commissioners, Ukumutu Chuya Kapapat, Kirwitoe, Amapino, Kumukan. Atat Cecilia Ogwal, Amapuri Nimani, Oyai Atehrimogora. Eno Nyala Dog, Kanaworo, Oterendo Purieme Agiki. Yayomi and Odon Yahaber, Yogore Rokwana Tek, Muse Lamek, Tenyome, Ladonguri Mahameka Rupiera, Bicheloko. And the Right Honorable Speaker, ye yamepoi akakate in a special way the council my region awano peru kireni na tini. Manur ni lao pero not a carachel. Nang jahari kumto Cecilia Ogwal, langimir not that tech. In kawan po note wano peru pegas. Marco era chiella maturmi bara witong kiridana do tequila. Toy mate eno pochungay. Pero luo minere Alfred kire Lawrence teko pigioko. Teko chak do uno bala jo adon. Anamanda titu me man. Do miyako pe honorable court bitex niko di message yirmi oni peda hemi borwa lero. Imaro to warungeo to meda hatan. Tiao kere kai ni binu kumo kada he made politics kere peho. Ikero pehe kompeho. Damita po His Excellency President of the Republic of Uganda. Pimi yo mat ikom tichaino tio official body. 21 can salute. Peo chiele widano moro ame peo tio tichate. Imarno maro teher mere mo bora. Maro kime amat. Maro lao karo kiten marke. Oko e members of parliament. Chahre tina me maro weho gap. Judith Aliek. Ata mi winyu kopa witong. Imat Judith Aliek win kopa witong. Bejo pinga jalo members of parliament. Gapa me maro weho. Ate feeling ko. Imarto darmo to a road da maroba. At every stage. Imarlelo. President Department FDC Tieka, your Ducha Metieka with Beratela Metia successful Ketuba Shawa Dushu Ayeti. And she was a very successful leader. Dankako Chimpor Konikanon, Jamokendo Wekoba and Amatia. Then in a Tina Moba, Kwanyo Koi Mat, Pireno Kwanyo do Borre, Okwani Oba, Dohemiwa Rieho, Achalola. Koyo. Okwanyo. Gina chielo me mat, oto me aweko, ame ako bachalo kaka witoi, oberu kop me akipu. Kom me akipu akai would not president, be politicizing. President is a president. Worde koni wara miti wan langi tushu, akipu amiru kere. Eka warte kani mat, uniwa yo. Wamiru poi langi tushu, dankai nen kita me mat yo waro kede, mingioni imat unumar yo tushu. Uri kwe unu chunjwa, opoyo lamek, eno dio chunye, pieni karme matong po meria, obera goro. Ete lang kanwa te chwali mat beti ngola, teto wot konyi pashkuni, mat beti ngola, wano poi. Baba chui po lang parliamentary group. Po uno ono planita, po uno chairman medo holo keri jotu chamonote kero. Uno tika na tek, the right honorable speaker, standard amenyiti mininatini, you are still a young man, but heaven is going to be the limit. Yeli alo berutie, imiyo jotu beru balance, witoi, lumkeme agiki. Pieto kao binu kiti. Kari koro kameta donye, liel no beru mea witoi. Domi dupo yu wo, achalo langi, odi yu chunyu kawa no mede note kiti. Gino ducha wano mitubai lao kan, binu chobere. Ni mat, obari hukeri, Wontol petro la kera wena. El kiti maru beru kere lob. Kita ngeo kero ba. Achalo kano ni kanisa. Arang eni mat. Owaru mi polo. Otuba.
Thank you.
Otie kere witoweni. Kita chawa bala kere. Kobuka nyi.
Kopka nyi.
Kobuka nyi. Kere tehe. Waya witong. Nya lev yu kodi mach piyo. A witong ma teko kwenye. Meobedo bot yo kora apoyo.
Reme uno luak tushu ama obino pi kumu pi mat ana bedo Bruno kwela na awitong okiu kwero chuga apoyo.
Rem uno kumu dusu, iromwa papat, an nyia Jacob opio angeng, awitong batek awili poyo unu.
Kumu dushi romwa papat anyo luone levisono dongo nenitiro awitong ukorwoko teling dangdo haya do kanamonyo ale mariye angeo kiredushu abera eroberu tikere beru kere dai loke awura ko ni loke oberatin nya hachiela me oke driving utoha diri kara kwano ero chaho mwe utoha putitiri apuyu
Lwako kumu poyo unu tutuan, anyia luni Moses ongeng, anabedo awitong mea tek opayat. Ame warnu nero qualities sapur la meonuti kumimat eka warnu kwayo la mekimiwa en bitkoywa. Na te konye, na te tikere,
na hairo tunu karame peo miwa lewich boyo. Oyo anjingan Julia Sodwe teacher we me police abeda witong meta kare oki ukwan kortu ento amito kwayo speaker ni kuri bedo ka bedo kitiene kanor siamo no peo bina be yenana dana me law school kan peor mami akar me ko bejo ka wo lasa lasani yo ka ndong tikire lasi kumki ameda on ento ana ko boni onwa di ko pario domo ame mako imar eno bien chawa do pe undo pe ye uno ni winyunu eno kina me romo dongo lobo ni eno andong pe do alole a witong yentia kobo eti karo kene joda do pe dong tamgiti ye ana mito kobo ni kaino ye ana kobe chawa okay boy
we get an opportunity and the back.
Adong speaker, kedo kumudu shiroma papat, kuchuba bed borudushu, nyio bedo Shaban alunga tepo, abedo witong, me okira hokwero chobo, ashutiedo holokan, kanuloni para town council, okwaro tachwech, timkisha, walk tepo atat, kaneno yero pire, upoya tek.
Thank you. Adong speaker to Juba, Kenu Kumir Mapapat, Nia George Ongom, Atila Medo Holokan, and Pabeda Witong, Abeda Dumpulumeta Heremo Gora, Amea Papu and the Wunyashi, Umia Ting, maybe the minister Pijo Yod Kirotino. Alego Kakene, Atarwa, do you know where Koeta Kwayo, Manburga Mente, Niakawanjo Yod. Tia kwani imat nu cholo teno manto high school dom tia cheki tia ruchuya chala dungulu akwa yugamente nitim ginoro pio tinan wi mat cholo apoyo matek
Nia Benson Dila Yugo, pero we tongue at Teharawa, Tehermoropo, Daganyuar. Nana pero speaker, Belau Calso Foundation. Kachogare, Ayonitie, Anadoro, Apoya Tek Bami.
Thank you so much, cultural leaders.
That Caperu, Mopore Pere.
Right honorable speaker, Opoyo, Metopodo Witoini, Utijom Kerikar man mekwa jo dushu, maybe in Porwa, burial is Saturday. Utikiri Kamoromo, Okwa ni jo tunchon, bin lego chawa dek ken mocha hermojo ya kapera papa. Boy matek, nyingo ba pap, ba word, or ba chunyashi.
Thank you so much. We want to apologize. Our leaders here had speeches to make, but we apologize. We could not give them time. Honorable members and fellow mourners, amid this house, I want to recognize the presence of His Worship, Dr. Namai Hiring. This is our magistrate of Dokolo. I don't know where she's seated. Thank you so much. Then we have His Worship Abiti Samson Luhum, Chief Magistrate Lera, who is also amid this house. Thank you. Honorable members, our next item is supposed to be laying of wreath, where we shall have the church. The church will come up, but before we do that, I can't conclude this regional council without recognizing the support of my co-speakers. I am the presiding speaker, Honorable Joel Opotokuma, District Speaker Dokolo. Then my co-speakers here, I have Honorable Kenneth Owa, Speaker Aleptong as chair of the speakers of Lango. I will expect you to rise up. Recognition, thank you. Then the next co-speaker is Honorable Patrick Okwir, Speaker Lera City, and his Secretary General, Uganda Urban Council Speakers Association. Can you rise up? Thank you. Then amid us who are managing this council, I have Right Honorable Omugit Joseph Gilbert, Speaker Butebo District Local Government. And I will give him a slot to make a brief speech on behalf of all the speakers. Then I have Right Honorable Oguti Asiraf Brian, Deputy Speaker Aleb Tong. Rise up. Thank you. Then I have Honorable Auma Vicky, Deputy Speaker Otuke. Thank you. Then I have Honorable Boniface Okelo, Deputy Speaker Lera. Thank you. Then I have Right Honorable Speaker Otoch Dennis. This is Speaker Kole, District Local Government. Thank you. Then I have Honorable Speaker Ogwal Lamek Waike, Speaker Otuke, District Local Government. Thank you. Then I have Honorable Morris Ademo Kelo, Speaker Lera District. Thank you. Then I have Honorable Nomi Otieno, Speaker Oyam District. Thank you. Then I have Honorable Christopher Agum, Speaker Kwania District. Then I have Honorable Adio Zana, District Speaker Yumbe. Thank you. Then I have Honorable Lawino Buta, Speaker Arua. Thank you. Then I have Honorable Kasima Siku, Right Honorable Speaker Yumbe, who is here, traveled a very long distance. Thank you, my brother, for coming right from Yumbe. Then I have Honorable Speaker Peter Obonga Chuda, Speaker Apache District. Thank you so much. These are the people who have been managing this council. I am told we have the city clerk Mbale. I have the clerks to council. Deputy Speaker Dokolo, it was not given my list. Right Honorable Christopher Dwayne, can you rise up? Deputy Speaker Dokolo, thank you. I have a number of clerks to council. Maybe I will request you to rise up at once. Clerks to council. I have not got your list. Thank you. Then the clerks to council of Dokolo have not risen up. They are here in front. Thank you. These are the clerks taking the minutes. Thank you, honorable members. I have a condolence message from the host school, the management, Board of Governors, Dokolo. Okay, Dokolo Technical School, Board of Governors has a message, condolence message here, and enclosed in this envelope is a condolence contribution of 100,000 shillings. Thank you so much. Amid us also we have His Worship George Obong Aweri, Deputy Registrar High Court, Gulu. Thank you so much. May I request the church this envelope, Pastor Rus, has to go to the family, the church to take over, and here we are going to have the laying of the wreath. We shall have, okay, church, maybe you wait a bit. Thank you. Let me invite Right Honorable Speaker Butebo. Be very brief, then the church will take over now at once.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I also want to borrow the protocols that have already been adopted here. Mr. Speaker, Omugiti Joseph Gilbert is my name. I am a council speaker for Butebo District Local Government and also a chairperson, Teso Speakers Association. I am very happy to be part of the witnesses of this special day today in Dokolo
District Local Government. On behalf of all the speakers present here today, Dokolo District Local Government, Teso Speakers Association, I want to take this opportunity to condole with the family, relatives, friends and in-laws of the late and the rest of the country for the loss of Honorable Cecelia Barbara Atim Ogwal. Honorable members, we are here today to pay tribute to an astute leader, Honorable Cecelia Barbara, a mother and incorruptible leader who dedicated all of her life prioritizing the interest of the people. Honorable Cecelia was a renowned champion for women's rights, as we have been hearing testimonies from different speakers who have been speaking in front here. She had a strong advocacy and impeccable record on the realm of rule of law and respect for human rights and freedom. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Cecelia Ogwal was one of the candid opposition leaders. She always debated objectively and was a national legislator, not necessarily representing the people of Lango alone, but a national leader. She debated without biasness. Honorable Cecelia Ogwal always spoke with statistical data and very uncompromising on others who do not research, and therefore spoke as if, those ones who spoke as if they were depending on rumors. For her, she had data. I and many others loved her approach on issues of national importance, and hence leading many of us to be very silent admirers of the late Cecelia Ogwal. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Cecelia remains one of the hardest hitting lawmakers in the history of Uganda. Her politics was of honesty and openness. Honorable members, Uganda, East Africa, and the rest of the world has greatly missed this bold, articulate, honest, and evidence-based politician. May she revel in the serenity of heaven now that her struggle here is over. Honorable Cecelia, we love you. May your soul rest in peace. I thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker from Dokolo, who has spoken on behalf of our brothers and sisters from Teso. Right, let me now have the church. Canon, this is now your time. Thank you. The ref, yeah. Yes.
Hallelujah. Atamne chawani anakubukinora rio autaya urmano tawer urore urba chel tori natushu birumene natat.
Canon, we have council proceedings. You will excuse me. Let us conclude the council first, then we shall have. I ask the church, when people rise up, council proceeding is done. We shall, then we have that.
Let us conclude. Honorable Speaker,
okay, honorable members, I've had consultations that I will lay the rest on behalf of everybody here assembled. Then we shall have now the church to give that brief message. Thank you. Well, I expect a leader from the church to go and lead us in the laying of the wreath, then we shall have the church. lay the rest with the council. Then I will adjourn. Let me now have the representatives. We are going to lay the rest on behalf of everybody here present. I request to accompany me. I have not yet adjourned. Honorable members, can I call people back? Can I call people back? Can I call everybody back? We conclude the session. Close that session. I am asking the protocol to close the session. I am asking the protocol to close that session. Honorable members, can we resume our seats? Honorable members, can we resume our seats? Thank you. Clerk, what is the next item? The last item? Thank you. Thank you much. Honorable members, can we have order? to thank and I want to thank all the honorable members of this council. I want to thank all different dignitaries here assembled. I want to thank the cultural leaders and the church for this council for paying to leader. Many people wanted to make submissions. I received requests, but because of time we could not. Also, guys, for the mishap that we have had in as far as lay. And I want to apologize because we may not have the opportunity to view the body because time has gone and we're the next program of the body to the next session. On behalf of this council, we want to thank everybody who has attended this council sitting. It is my hope and prayer that the resolutions that we have had here shall be followed by our leaders. And I expect all the different councils to ratify the resolutions that we have made here. I therefore adjourn this council, sign, die.